You know, we've tried to do a couple different things here. What I call the unseen moments, right? We have an entire philosophy of the science of fear on one side, and then on the other side is the science of senses. You know, so we're trying to play with both of those, dueling while you're doing your storytelling. You know, because the concept in the story is great, but if you don't have your science of fear and your science of senses also interwoven through all of that, then you just have cool looking rooms, and nobody cares about cool looking rooms. When I come to the science of senses, what I'm trying to do is I want to affect every one of your senses, because every one of your senses is going to either enhance or betray you, and that's what I want. You know, it's like if you look around, this is all hardwood oak floors. The entire haunted house, I brought in a wood floor guy, and we did this because there's something about the sound of shoes, hard old shoes hitting this wood, you know, going through here, and you cannot get that on concrete or linoleum or any of that. So it's important to me that even the audio of how your foot touches the ground is going to bring back senses, emotions, fears, phobias, any of that. The smell, you know, we work with scents throughout, so we'll be pumping scents into different areas, you know. So you go to, I mean, I'm going to have a lot of fun in the kitchen because it looks horrible in the kitchen, but I'm going to pump apple pie smell in there. Because your sense of smell is the strongest when it comes to affecting your memories. So walking into a kitchen with apple pie is going to betray you. It's going to give you this comfort feeling, and then visually I'm going to totally stun you with what you're going to see in there and with the lighting, and it's going to be like a clash of like your happiness and your sadness running into each other. So that's a little bit of that science of senses there. And you know, and also I want you to touch things. And with the apple pie thing, I'm actually going to have apple pie cookies sitting on the counter. So if you're a daring enough customer that you want to grab a cookie and eat it, I'm going to go with taste as well. So we're going to play with that. So you've got sound, and the soundscapes in here are amazing. I mean, these are all original. We do everything in-house. I'm kind of a weirdo. I took a lot of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, brought it to my sound designer, and we have a stretched out version of it. It's 24 hours long. So we use that as some of our undertones to then layer our stuff on top of. So even the sounds have this amazing effect on you because it's strange, it's weird. You know, listen to Beethoven's Ninth in slow motion is really unsettling. And then we layer our stuff on top of it. But yeah, it's very important that sound, sight, touch, smell, taste, I want all of it. I need all of those 5 things hitting you the entire time you're going through this, because that's what's affecting your memory. That's what's making my customers paint pictures of what's behind the wall. You know, I want them to be deciding what's behind that door that I don't open. I'm not going to open that door. You know the door is there. You know the crack in the wall is there. I'm doing everything I can, building up all these senses and affecting all your memory and trying to tug on these little strings inside your repressed memories so that you're filling in the horrifying images behind the door. Or the horrifying images in a closet. You're doing that through your own sense memory. So that's kind of that strategy, the science of senses. I have a thing I teach my actors that the way I design my haunted houses is I really hate the tour guides. No offense to anybody that does tour guides in their haunted house. God bless you. It's not the way I tell stories. That's why I hate it, because it conflicts with what I want. Because in my stories, I want the customer to be on an adventure. You know, and that's what we're saying about Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate Haunted House. It's more than a haunted house. It's an adventure. Because I want you to be going through those things. I want you to open that closet door and know that's the only way to go, and you have to peel back the coats to find the back of the closet. I want you to have to crawl through a fireplace or push a secret bookcase or ride the slide down into the basement, because that's you in an adventure. If you're guided by somebody, it's not. You're just being told what to do. You don't have to think of it. And more importantly, you don't have to be courageous if someone is telling you to do it. You have to have courage. You have to dig deep when you're looking at your options, and one is climbing through a trunk in the attic that leads to a slide that goes to the basement. Like, you have to take that step and say, yes, I want to go on that adventure. And I just think that's a more rewarding feeling for the customer, is to partake. So yeah, Hell's Gate, it's all legitimate. You know, like I said, there are no dark hallways. There are no painted black walls here. You know, you are in a 1929 mansion, and you are going down practical hallways, through actual transitions, through breaks in the wall, behind the walls, through freezers, pantries, closets, little girls' closets, through their doll houses, you name it. You're going through it here. Our actors have to wear a base costume, which is all blacks. You know, be ready to move in your all blacks, because in your all blacks you could work anywhere. But we have a costume department here that is just amazing. Kat Bernier, who's an amazing costume artist, and now Johanna Ray, who's assisting on some of the costumes. But Kat Bernier last year went through and in I think it was 2 months maybe, collected, you know, and built almost 200 vintage costumes. I mean, these are suits from the 20s. These are dresses from the 20s. The jewelry, the gloves, the hats, the shoes, the boots, the whole thing. And that's key. I mean, it's a must for us. You can't show up, you know, you can't leave yourself open to have an actor show up looking like Michael Myers. You just can't do that. So it's important to us that our costumes are every bit as much of the show and every bit as informative to the story and the characters as everything else that we do here. Makeup design team, Kat Bernier worked on it as one of our original designs. She travels the country all year long doing feature films. So she's slumming with us when she comes hanging out with us. We love her, and luckily she loves us. But so she comes and spends every summer with us, the end of the summer, helping get us ready. And then we have an amazing makeup team here too. You know, Anthony is one of our new makeup leaders who's doing a great job. So we'll have makeup professionals up there. We're also sponsored by Pache Airbrush. So we get top of the line equipment coming in here too to do all the makeup.